Afternoon, good evening, good morning for wherever you're watching us from. It is Gusto TV Africa, and we're back with a bang. And of course, we reported earlier a lot of things happening in the world of Afrobeats. I mean, it's our forte to report everything you need to know that's happened, that's happening, that will happen in the world of Afrobeats. It's safe to call us the prophet of Afrobeats. Guys, we will not start this live conversation without saying a big thank you to you guys for doing the most for us. Thank you so much for holding it down for the community. Thank you so much for all your likes, your subscriptions. Thank you for all your referrals. Thank you for everything that you do to grow us as a brand. We really do appreciate everything that you do for us. And we just want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Please continue to do so much more. And of course, tell everyone about what we do here at Gusto TV Africa. And then, of course, just wanted to mention that we see all the feedback, and of course, we really appreciate to make us get better. And we will take them. Thank you so much for your constructive criticism. Thank you so much for the bass boost, the bashing. We see everything, and of course, we really appreciate all that you do for us. Yeah. So in the morning, we reported that a verdict had been reached, and of course, and the court has actually granted Naira Marley, um, Sam Larry, and a host of others, freedom in quote and unquote to say, you know what, you guys have been declared innocent. You had nothing to do with the death or the passing, I beg your pardon, of MOHBAD, our most revered and respected, loved MOHBAD, who passed away tragically. And that one has caused a rift and a mixed reaction, and the street have been talking. And it's just been a lot of madness. It's just been a lot of back and forth, because this is one situation that has really made that way, like put a big dent in the image of Naira Marley, in the image of um Sam Larry and the other people who have been affiliated with the Malian record, especially not to also say that what's his name now, the other guy, Zinoliski, is innocent in all of these things. So they've been dragged, they've been cancelled. Their music have not actually permeated into the fabrics of the Afrobeat movement for a long time, because people are still upset. People are not satisfied with the outcome of the case, and it's been really a lot of back and forth. People are saying, "Oh, this case has been highly politicized, and the truth is being swept under the carpet." Yomi Fabi has actually gone on a crusade to actually, unravel the truth behind all of this. The other day, we saw Mobad's wife go on a podcast with Chude and said a lot of things, a lot of revelations here and there. It's just really sad that in all of this, Mobad has not been finally laid to rest. And you know what? The court has said, you know what? We acquit, I beg your pardon, Naira Mali and Sam Larry of all the charges. They have no hand in all that. In fact, we want to remand the nurse and um his other friend in prison for reckless whatever. And that has come with a mix of reactions, right? So a lot of people have been so upset, and today Naira Marley has taken to his social media account to release an official statement. And he says, "I never thought silence could be this loud. I never thought someone I called my brother, someone I protected, would leave this world with my name in his shadow. I've carried this weight, this pain, this shame that was never mine to bear. We as Malians were not perfect. We had to grow, we had to adapt. Mistakes were made, but they were business, never war. I made peace with Mobad. We understood each other beyond the noise, beyond the misunderstandings, and you know this. Yet, when he took his last breath, in you all's arms, I don't know how that went. Well, you looked at the world and pointed at me. You let them tear me apart. You let them call me a killer while you sat there knowing the truth. Now you tell the story. I welcomed you into my home. I gave you my trust, and yet my brother is gone, still not buried, and this is your fault. Telling the truth from the beginning would have given him the rest he deserves. Regardless, I will always be there for him. You never thought I would survive. You never thought I would walk through the fire and face my people. Maybe you hoped I will stay a fugitive. You thought I would run? Instead, I stood before the justice system, spent time in jail, and faced everything head on while you changed the story again and again. But God sees all. The truth does not shake. The lies will fade, and time will reveal everything. I have been broken, but I'm not destroyed. And when the truth finally speaks, I pray your heart is strong enough to bear it. Marley. So this is an official statement from Naira Marley. And you know what? A lot of people, have been talking so much about all of this. To be very honest, right? I don't know how to say this, but all this statement and all of these things coming out just shows one thing: the truth will be the truth, and only God knows the truth, really, because all these things, I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know how all these things will pan out. But the sad reality is that MOHBAD is no more, and the dead cannot speak. The dead cannot defend themselves. Only MOHBAD knows what happened to him. All of these things, back and forth. We really don't know what exactly had played out, but it is what it is, and we pray that all of these things can be put to rest and justice will be served, because it looks like justice have been denied. Because going by popular opinion, these guys should not even have the altar of any degree of any come online to actually do all of these things statement. But the justice system has said, they're innocent, and of course we know that the justice system is flawed, but we'll just let it be and just hope that God actually, just somehow we just find out the truth one way or the other. But it is what it is, and I really hope that soon enough we are able to, come to terms with the truth. Like I said, only God knows the truth, right? So yeah, um it's been a lot of conversations online, really, and people have been talking. And this handle says, business related, how please? Olamide and other artists have parted ways with so many of their artists without any problems. Why is yours different? Did you bully him or not? I don't understand all this story when you write. Well, that's the conversation, and that's what people are saying. Well, for somebody like Olamide, who has successfully built a brand and built the YBNL, and to the level where it got to even have the affiliation with the Empire Group, he's had to deal with a lot of artists, and a lot of people left the franchise, and not so many people came. But yeah, a lot of people came back, with their own opinion of how the label was run and how they were not treated right. Dissent will always happen. Different people will feel different things, but it never got to a point where it got to abuse. Yeah, maybe a bit of emotional side, but yeah, but not to this extent where he was physically, or any of the artists on that the YBN were physically, assaulted. We've had somebody like Don Jazzy run a successful label from, the days of Mohit to now the Maven Empire Group, and there's not really been any artist come out of that camp to actually say negative things about, Don Jazzy, for example. So why only you, bro? So it just begs the question, like, what exactly is going on? And people are really, really sick and tired of all of these things. But it is what it is. And like I said, only God knows the truth. And we will just keep it at that. Now, moving on to another interesting gist, away from the sad news, we have Wizkid and Burna Boy right there, as you can see on your screen, with the billionaire himself, or Tedola. And these guys are no strangers to billionaires. They've been dining and whining with billionaires all over the world. And but this one is quite a strategic move, if I have to put it that way. Of course, Tedola tweeting there and said, a true privilege, I beg your pardon, to host some of our biggest music icons, Whiskey Dio and Burna Boy, at my Lagos home. Always inspiring to share ideas and celebrate the global movement that is Afrobeat. That one was from Otedola. And of course, in December we had, the all white party by Tony Ilumilu, and of course Burna Boy performed at the event, Whiskey performed at the event, and Davido as well. And fans are saying somebody is missing in this picture, and he cannot be in this circle. Well, that's an opinion, but these guys are no strangers to billionaires. And of course, Davido, if you would say, is a billionaire as well. To his dad as well is a billionaire. So I really don't see the correlation with that. But I mean, fans will definitely talk. You know, the fans will talk their talk. But we don't know what this meeting will birth. We don't know why they have actually, come together. We don't know if it's just a dinner or if it's just a Boy is just saying, you know what, I'm gonna use this to push the narrative for my album that is coming. No signs of weakness. Maybe I'll be able to get a couple traction from these visits, or maybe, just maybe, or Tedola trying to like probably support one way or the other. I just don't know. But this meeting is a serious meeting. If you can see in the picture, Whiskey there, and of course Burner Boy paying close attention to whatever it is that any one of them is saying. Of course, Whiskey like is like Whiskey talking at the time. But I don't know. It looks good. The optic looks nice, and so we hope that this will birth something really really nice for Afrobeat. Yeah. So that is that, and we hope that in no time at all we get to see the No Signs of Weakness album, as it has been heavily teased, and we are waiting, really really waiting. But times, and people have said Burner Boy has actually falling off because the music is subpar. The music is not great as it used to be. The African giant is losing steam, is losing fans. But that's just conversations, right? That's just conversations. And the conversations we always go on. But guys, I think that's where we wrap up this time here on Gusto TV Africa. And guys, I will see you guys on the next one. And please stay safe. Let us know what you think about everything that's been said in the news. And we'll see you guys on the next one.